It also helps if I have my microphone set up and unmuted. So let's not pull that nonsense again. Alright. We're going to be doing some local game again. It's the same game I played last week, but I've made a lot of progress since then. I actually have some tame dinosaurs and other critters. I have a turtle as well. They are not dinosaurs, but you can tame them and ride them around, and they make excellent water mounts, which is very important, as you will see. So let's continue on. Hello, Ivory. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Josephine. Hello. Oh, and since you're actually here and can hear me, you pronounce my first name Gord. It's just like cord, except with a G. So we just... Oh, this is going to take a few minutes longer than usual. I forgot to lower my settings again. So I'm going to have to edit my options and reduce the quality a little bit so that the game actually plays smooth. I don't mind, Mr. McLeod. It sounds a little weird. It kind of sounds like my dad, but I think it would be weirder to actually hear you say it in person as opposed to... Well, actually, I guess I do hear you say it in person since you stream, don't I? Huh. Yeah, anyway, it's fine. I actually very rarely hear my dad called that, so it doesn't have a strong association for me. It's no problem. I don't mind. It is interesting, though. You're the first person I've encountered who's had difficulty with my first name, but not my last name. Usually it's the other way around, as you might expect. People butcher my last name in ways you could not imagine. Oh, it's dark. Okay, anyway, Oh, view distance. Yeah, that's probably a culprit there. Let's see. Anti-aliasing should be fine. But I can probably turn it off for the screen. Actually, no, there's no option to turn it off. That's interesting. Let's leave that. I'll put that down to medium. And I'll put that down to medium. And we'll see if that has an impact on how the game runs. Oh, yeah, that's good. Alright. So this is... You can't really see because of the time of the day, because I'm in a big, nicely sheltered area here with shadows everywhere. But I have set up a secondary base on Herbivore Island. I've got Tortimer, my turtle. He is an excellent water mount that's able to swim safely even when there are megalodon in the waters. And so he's how I got to Herbivore Island without dying. And then I've got Isla, who is my second ankylosaur. And I don't have a saddle for her yet, so I can't really do much with her. But I've tamed her specifically to help me with mining the metal deposits that are plentiful on this island. So I'll just show you. I'm going to have to take a trip back to the mainland soon anyway, so I'll show you how the trip is rather treacherous. But this is a gorgeous little island. I call it Herbivore Island because a lot of people do. There are no carnivores to be found anywhere, so this is a kind of a nice, safe place to have a base. But there's a lot of mining opportunities. There's not a whole lot in the way of trees, but there are enough that you can get by. They respawn fairly quickly. But you can find just about every type of herbivore that there is in the game here, which is great for taming. Although, the problem with taming them here is, unless they're a turtle or something, like, well, Brontosaurus would probably be fine too if I were in a position to tame those. Oh, sorry, you're actually talking still. I'm new at this whole streaming thing. Is this your channel or a group channel you stream on occasionally? That's actually an interesting question. This is the Geeks Life Twitch channel. Geeks Life is the website that I write for. I'm a blogger and editor there. And this channel is entirely my own initiative, so it's mine, but it's kind of our official presence on Twitch. So I stream here mostly on weekends, and it's kind of my attempt to, like, I'm actually trying to build up this channel, but also my own at the same time, which is a little awkward and difficult, and I may end up regretting and also loving doing it at the same time, because it's going to probably favor one or the other, and so far it's definitely favoring this one, which if I had to choose, I think this is the way I would go. So yeah, this is, it's basically our company Twitch channel, but I'm the only one that streams on it, so there's that. So now I'm basically just running around the island because I'm distracted talking to you guys. But here, these are the metal deposits. You can tell, let me see, these are the regular rocks that you find scattered around the entire place. You find this type pretty much everywhere, and if you go at them with a pick, you'll see I'm collecting stone and flint. If you go at these ones that look like they've got metallic streaks running through them, some kind of gold or bronze or copper or something, then instead of flint, you get metal. And I'm getting to the point in the technology tree of the game where metal is becoming very important. And I have not found any metal bearing stone on the mainland so far. I believe that you can find some in the various caves that exist in the game. There's one actually very close to my primary base, which I found out after I built the base. But that's okay, because it's actually really convenient to have it there. You can also find metal deposits up on the tops of mountains, apparently. But I haven't really gone inland, let alone up onto the top of a mountain yet. Apparently those are very, very dangerous. So I was very happy to find... Oh, that's just a shadow. Man, it's very dark this early in the morning. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, that fall will kill me. So, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I was very, very happy to find this island because it's relatively accessible. It's kind of dangerous to get to because, well, Megalodon, that pretty much says it all. There are lots of them. In fact, I can show you one right now. I just saw his fin poking up there. They like to swim around this central bay on the island. There's an area of it that's quite deep, and if I can get a good viewing angle, it looks like it might be the wrong time of day. Okay, let's not wander right into the water. I think it's getting deeper there. They're not being terribly cooperative. Funny that. But anyway, they are massive, huge prehistoric sharks that don't exist anymore today, but they do exist in this game, and they are pretty deadly. They will eat you in no time. But fortunately, I've got the tamed turtle tortimer, and his shell is pretty good protection. I've buffed up his health a lot so that we can pretty much swim right across to the island, and we don't have too much difficulty. Okay, have a good lunch, Josephine. I'll catch you later. I will be on for a few hours. Oh, I left something burning. It's a good thing the game does not consider that to be a fire hazard. There are a lot of things in this game that really should be fire hazards, but don't really get counted like them. What happened here? Why can't I... What is going on? There is some kind of weird movement bug going on. I can't seem to get into the front door there. I can't get out either. What the hell? Okay, this is weird. I'll have to worry about that later. For now, I can get in through the side door to the smithy area. So, by torchlight, I can actually show you what's going on. I've built a kind of little area out here for... they call this the smithy. Looks more like a work table to me, but whatever. And we've got the refining forge here, which is where I've been storing all the metal that I've been collecting. Now, metal is extremely heavy. Yeah, oh, you think torches on wooden walls are bad. You should see it when you've got a thatch hut. I had a fire pit in a 2x2x1 thatch hut, which by all rights should have just gone completely up in flames around me and burned me to a cinder, but, you know, video game logic. Yeah, I don't really want to be carrying all this stone around. Now, let's see. I've collected so much metal while on this island. This isn't even a whole lot. But basically, I've got, that's 408? Man, it's not even letting me put that in my inventory. But, yeah, I can't move at all now. And that's not because of some weird movement bug with collisions or anything. That's just because I am completely overloaded. What is my weight at? 479.7 out of a capacity of 240. So that's why you need pack animals, because without them... Oop, I didn't want to get rid of all of it. I wanted a little bit of it. Split the stack and put some back, and I should be able to move with that. Yep, I'm a bit slow, but I can move. So I'm going to load this onto a Tortimer, and we're going to ferry it back across to the main base. And he should have no problem with that. Yep, exactly. That's precisely right. So now I don't really need this. Now, Tortimer is not terribly swift on land, of course, being a turtle. And a particularly large turtle at that. But he can sort of run for it, which is kind of funny. Once you get him in the water, though, he's pretty quick, which is nice. We're not going to swim through this bay because that's, you know, why subject yourself to shark attacks when you don't need to. So we'll just lumber on along over to the shore, and then we'll make a break for it. And there will be sharks in the open ocean too, but they may or may not attack us. But I've been buffing up his health and his stamina, so we should be able to make it back in pretty good time. And depending on when we get attacked by megalodons, if we get attacked by megalodons, it should not be a problem. Often what happens is I'll get attacked somewhere around the halfway point or later, at which point it's pretty much too late for them. They can't take him down. Get out of the way, you silly bird thing. We could be in trouble if they attack right off the bat as soon as we leave shore, but at that point we're still really close to this shore, so I can just turn around, come back, and take off again after letting Tortimer heal a bit. But if that happens, they'll probably still be in the immediate area, so what I would do in that case is I would go a somewhat different direction, so he's got a bit of a head start. That point there, if I were to cross the bay, or the ocean rather, straight ahead here, it's actually a shorter distance, but that takes me further away from the base, and I have to make a longer path back to it. So I usually try to cross over to roughly that beach over there, which is a further distance, but it takes me closer to home right away. So I like to take off from this point over here. That's, you can kind of see, there's a lot of glare because of the sun, but there's a box sitting there on the beach. That's usually where I store the metal when I'm going to be ferrying stuff. But don't need to this time because now I've got a whole house built. Just set that up the other day. So this is a great little area. It's a little dangerous to get to. One day what I would like to do, maybe in the next couple of weeks, if I can find them. They don't seem to fly around this area in the south at all, but up north more, I have seen giant birds that I know you can tame. So what are we doing here? That looks like a bird is actually, or a pteranodon, is in the water. That's kind of odd. So now we make the treacherous passage. Hopefully there aren't any sharks. That looks like it could be a shark, actually. I can't tell at this distance if it's a megalodon or if it's one of the dolphin-like things. An ichthyosaur. The nose looked a little elongated, which means it may be an ichthyosaur. And that's fine, because they're not hostile. It's really, at the moment, only the megalodons that you have to worry about. They are a little bit terrifying. So he's got... It's hard to tell against this guy, but it still looks like he's got some stamina left, which is really good. When he gets exhausted, he slows down, and that makes it easier for sharks to attack, but I've been building his stamina up. So he can make it most of the way across without becoming exhausted. Did I just see a fin poking up out ahead of us? Or was it a reflection? We haven't been attacked yet, which is a good sign. Oh yeah, look at that. The land is rising up right ahead of us. It's way too late. If they were going to make a dent in us now, they're out of luck. It's too bad Megalon... is... What? Something's behind us. Oh, it's a dolphin. Ichthyosaur thing. That's awesome. I've never had that happen. So, yep, okay. Successful, uneventful crossing. That's what I always prefer. It gets kind of unnerving, even though he does have a mountain of health and can withstand shark attacks pretty easily. Having them kind of snapping at you and making loud banging noises and smacking into his shell and all that, it's very unnerving. So actually, I always want to run that way because that's the way I go when I'm on foot, but there's really no need to. I'll just go around by water because he's a lot faster in water. So let's get to the open water where you can swim instead of splash. And we'll just go right around. It was a real revelation when I finally started taming things in this game, because it really transforms the experience. Things were going pretty well for me without any animals, but I was starting to reach a kind of a plateau level where things were just starting to take a long, long time to do manually. And there's a whole lot you can do when you have things to help, like travel to islands where metal is plentiful, for example. Because you can get metal from regular rocks, but it only spawns very rarely. Like you saw the amount of metal that I was getting just with a metal pick, kind of clanging at it and getting a bunch of it, like a dozen. Most of the time you're extremely lucky if you get 2 from a regular rock. And more often than that, you'll get 1 or none at all. You'll just get the stone and the flint. So building up a large stockpile of metal is very, very difficult without having those metallic rocks. So it was a real, real boon to find that island, which I would never have done if I hadn't been taming the animals. So this turtle is pretty much what makes it possible to get there safely at all. I could try swimming it, but I would swim too slowly, I would run out of stamina, I would probably drown, and that's only if I weren't eaten on the way. And you saw last week what happens when you get eaten. I think that's pretty much how I ended off. I got attacked by Megalodon in the dark on my way to one of the beacons, or whatever they're called, the Arc Towers. And that was not fun. Actually, it was kind of fun, but, you know, if you're actually trying to accomplish something, it's not very much fun. So here we are, back at my main base. I've been building it up. I had the second floor made out of logs until very recently. Now I'm starting to upgrade it a bit. So my farms, I've got irrigation going now, which is handy. So I never have to worry about it running out of water. I thought for a long time it was producing more narcoberries than I could ever hope to use, but now I've started mass-producing narcotics to help in the taming process, and I realized just how many you can go through. I've made some changes to the format of the game as well. Remember last week we had this problem where roughly every 15 minutes or so, night would fall, and then I would be stuck basically cowering in the dark for 10 minutes, not able to really do anything, which was pretty boring to watch streaming, I'm sure. I have corrected that. Now the days are massively long. I think I can actually show you. If you look over on the right-hand side below equipped items, there is... looks like I'm on day 89, and it's 07:59 under time. That's about 8 o'clock in the morning. You can see the minutes are ticking by very slowly. Yeah, kinda like Minecraft, yeah. Except that it turns out that the day-night cycle and the length of the days and the lengths of the nights are configurable, which is really, really nice, because now I've made it so that the days last forever, but the nighttime is kind of a blink and you'll miss it thing, so we won't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, coffee. What would I do without it? Alright, Tortimer. You're not quite ready to level yet. I need that metal back, though. So now let's go put crap back away again. So I've cleaned out the inside a bit, too. If I remember correctly, I had a lot of small storage downstairs. Now I've got a lot of big storage upstairs. And I've got a similar setup up here to the one I have on the island, where I've got my smithy and my refining all set up. So I'll dump the metal into the refining forge, and I have the smithy here. I don't really need to use it right now, though. So I'll just put this other stuff away. Keratin, no, that's fiber. Keratin goes here. The rest of it. And I do have... Oh, I've got hides. The hides in the smithy, because I often need those in there. And I don't think I'll do any dino taming because I've made that a lot faster too, but it's still not the most exciting thing to watch. Popeye was in fact my inspiration when creating this guy. If I'd really been going after the Popeye look, I'd have made his chest and shoulders much, much smaller, but I figured this is Bob, Popeye's cousin, or distant relative of some sort. They let you do some really wacky, crazy things with the character editor in this game, so I figured why not. So this is Zonka, very much like the Ankylosaur I have over on the island, only this one has a saddle, and I will probably be bringing the saddle back with me across when I go, but we're not going to be going back across to the island this session. I've already pretty much showed you that. There's not really a whole lot more to see. And when I do go... Oh, thank you, Anka. That was really appropriate. When I do go back, mostly I'll be mining and gathering up more metal that I can ferry across. So that's not going to be too terribly exciting. I think what we're going to do right now is... It's gonna... Maybe I will ride Tristan. Tristan's a little bit faster. I will show you... Oh. Follow me, guys. We are going to go on a merry expedition, and I'll show you what hunting is like when you have animals instead of relying on your own weapons and self. It's a very different experience. We're not going to take on a brontosaurus or anything. I have a feeling that... Oh. Tortimer, what are you doing? This way. There you go. Come on. I think. Come on. This is not difficult. Tortimer. God damn it, Tortimer. This way. Out through the gate. There you go. And now they should follow. Yep, there they go. Now, the nice thing about the Triceratops here, Tristan, is that he is excellent at gathering berries and thatch. Not so good at gathering wood or anything else, but some of the other dinosaurs are better at other things, like, for example, Anka here. This is the reason I wanted one of these over on the island. This is just mind-blowingly fun. These ankylosaurs tear through rocks, which will apparently make metal mining a whole lot easier. And more efficient, actually. It's more efficient using them than it is using the metal tools. So, I really, really wanted an ankylosaur on the island so that I can easily gather up all of the metal that they've got there and I can store it away. Plus, of course, having the animals. If I show you the animals... Yeah, look at all this. Oh, geez, look at this. So much spoiled meat. Well, I don't really have the berries, like I was saying before. I thought I was making too many narco berries to ever use, but hunting with animals is so fast and easy that I burned through my entire stockpile in no time. So I'm going to have to make some larger farms at some point to grow more of them. But, yeah, this gives you a kind of a preview of how easy it is to hunt stuff. So I've got all this spoiled meat, which is actually good. For the most part, spoiled meat is one of the 2 ingredients for making narcotics. You mix spoiled meat with narco berries, and you get narcotics, which, unlike, let me show you. You see, this has a, down at the bottom, spoils in. Looks like I've got about 14 minutes before another spoiled meat disappears from my inventory. Well, the narcotics, they never disappear. They don't spoil. So it's a kind of a way of using resources and turning them into a form that does not have to be specially handled or anything, because both narcoberries themselves and spoiled meat will disappear. So it's nice to have a way that you can use them to store them indefinitely. Plus, they are a lot better than just narcoberries at taming stuff. Yes, meat spoils in this game. Everything has... Well, not everything. A lot of things have an expiration date. So you'll see meat. I've got all this cooked meat. Actually, I don't need that in 2 stacks. That will start going bad. Hides won't, which is handy. I can just keep those. Spoiled meat will itself spoil and just rot away into nothing. I think that's about all I've got here. But Tristan should have berries in his inventory, and they also have a spoil date. They don't turn into mush or anything, they just disappear when they spoil. So that's kind of the game prompting you to keep foraging, keep hunting, keep gathering, because nothing lasts for... or again, not nothing, but, you know, most of the stuff that you really need, it doesn't last forever. You have to replenish it. And that's your incentive for setting up gardens as opposed to just gathering from bushes, like I'll show you. He kind of, you know, attacks, and he can knock down massive quantities of berry bushes and trees and just gather up all the materials really fast, much faster than I could on my own. And that was when I really, like, when I first figured this out, that was when I really understood why you want to tame so many animals. It's not just so that they can carry crap for you and so that you can ride them around looking like a badass. It's They are really, really useful, and they will save you a lot of time and effort in gathering massive quantities of things. And you will need massive quantities of things. Like, for example, that we can't see it anymore, but the wall that I made back there, that huge stone wall, is made up a lot of smaller stone wall sections. And the next upgrade tier for those walls is to go from stone to metal. And when they say metal, it's not solid metal all the way through. It's like a concrete wall with metal sheeting on each side to reinforce it. But in order to make those walls, you need 25 metal ingots for each individual segment of wall. And that the longer wall that I had blocking off the my section of the beach, or I call it my section of the beach, but you know, the area where my base is. I don't even know how many wall segments are in that, but it's got to be 30 or 40. And each, I don't think I have any in my inventory, but each piece of quote-unquote metal, you put that through the refining forge, and it takes 2 of them to make a single metal ingot. So that's, you need 50 pieces of metal to make one, to make 25 metal ingots, and 25 metal ingots will allow you to create 1 wall section. And you think about the weight of that metal, and the fact that when I came back from the island on Tortimer, we were carrying only 100. That's 2 segments of wall. Now, if I have to make 30 or 40, that gives you an idea of the scale of resource gathering that I'm going to have to do to make really large structures. This is why it's such a good multiplayer game, so that you can have more than one person doing this kind of stuff at the same time. It's also why the dinosaurs are so critical, because doing all of that by hand, you'd never do it. It'd be practically impossible. Or it would take so long that you'd get bored long before you accomplished anything. So the animals are really, really vital. They're a really great part of the game. Now, what color is that? That looks like a white beacon, which means it's worthless. Those are, I think I showed you them last week. They are, they're kind of drop points where resource chests are placed. Sort of like gifts in the Hunger Games when the different... Oh, hang on. I have not... Okay, they're both behind me. That's good. Sometimes one or the other will get lost, but on the beach it's not really much of an issue. It's just sometimes animals get stuck on the trees. So we're going to take a trip down into this area here, because I almost never go inland, because I am a scaredy wuss, and I don't like facing the larger herbivores. And there are people I know who say that bigger, scarier things tend to live on the beach. That has not been my experience. So we're just going to travel inland a little bit, since I have my badass crew of fighting dinosaurs. And we'll take out probably both of these turtles up ahead, and I'll show you that. And then maybe we'll gather up that thing there, if I get to it in time. Might not. And if, of course, we're not, you know, ambushed by a Tyrannosaur, which would be terrible. And then once we're done that, I think we'll head back to base, and I'm going to get myself onto Tortimer, and we're going to go exploring the shore again, only from the relative safety of the water. Oh yeah, Tristan also has this habit of bucking things far away, which is kind of fun. Occasionally useful too, if you want to try to make sure that they don't land up in the water. Oh, we've got bugs. Luckily that's not an issue. I am terrified of those bugs. Oh, what are you... Anka, what are you doing? What do you think is... Oh, ah. Good job, guys. Guys, where are you going? Okay, time to level up, so I'll show you what that's like. I've got all this stuff here that I can upgrade. I have been working on stamina. I have been working on melee damage a little bit. But mostly I've been working on carry weight. This started at 100. It's now up to 240 for me. And I'm working a bit on crafting speed, which I think... let's see. Health is hit points. That's easy. Stamina, you use that while you're working and running. Oxygen is mostly for when you're swimming, and I haven't really done anything underwater because I don't like sharks. Food is basically your stomach capacity, I think. Water, pretty much the same, only for water. Weight is how much you can carry. Melee damage, clear. Movement speeds, how fast you move. Fortitude is a confusing one. People don't know what that means. I actually looked it up, and it is to do with temperature. It gives you sort of a natural resistance buffer against both heat and cold, which is useful because when it's cold, you get hungry faster. You use up your food bar, and when you're hot, you use up your water bar faster. So your fortitude sort of evens that out a bit and lets you withstand hotter and colder temperatures more easily. And crafting speed is how fast you craft, which I think is actually what I'm going to do this time because I do spend a lot of time building stuff. So I'll bump that up, and that gives me 24 more engram points, which I can use to buy more recipes. And they added some new recipes. They've added sloping walls and actual roofs. Before they only had ceilings, so now they've got the other side. You can make nicely sloping rooftops and things, which is nice. So I need to get the thatch recipes, the thatch engrams, so that I can start learning the wooden ones and then get the stone ones as well. So here's the wooden one. And the right wall and the wooden roof. And I have 5 points left. Let's see what... I probably won't be able to afford the stone ones. Oh, I can get one of them. So I'll get the stone roof. There we go. So next week, if I play more Ark, or possibly tomorrow, because I'll probably play this a bit offline as well, I already missed it. That's what I was afraid of. The resource chest is gone. Looks like there's another one off in the distance there, but that's too far away. We're not going to get there. Oh, and I've burned through Tristan's stamina, so no more galloping. There's another turtle we could take out. Looks like there's some insects as well. They're up on the ridge, but they can fly down here. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're... What are you? You're another Triceratops. Nothing to be concerned about. Tortimer. Where is Anka? There's Anka. She got stuck. The pathing in this game. I swear, the person who perfects the art of video game path finding should win a Nobel Prize. I know it's not easy. I've had to design systems for it before, but man, it's been how many years now? It's been decades. You'd think we'd have something better. Those trees always kill me when they do that. Oh, I love riding these Triceratops around. They're amazing. It makes exploration a completely different game. I mean, last week I was running around like a scared rabbit because that's effectively what I was. Pretty much at the mercy of any carnivore I happened to come across. You saw how many times I had to stay back, keep my distance, not get too close for fear of just dying outright. Now I'm... God damn it, Anka, where did you go? I swear these guys... There you are. You're hiding on me. Oh, you can level up, Tortimer. Excellent. And same as leveling your character up. Animals are a little more simplified, though. They have health and stamina. I think some of them might have water. The turtle doesn't. They don't have oxygen. You can level up food, level up weight. I think I'm going to continue leveling up stamina, though. I do not like that long crossing to the island and having him become exhausted partway through and having him slow down. That's never good. I would like to get him to the point where his stamina is high enough that he can make it all the way across. The one bad thing about having those guys right behind me is Anka in particular. Sounds like a real big nasty carnivore for some reason. Oh, we have a green resource drop right by the base. I'm actually going to try to get to that one because green, it's not the greatest one. It's a few tiers behind me at this point, but it's still some stuff that I can probably use, especially on the island. Hey, Phil. Sorry, Phil, I just saw somebody had typed that. I didn't even think to look at the name. Where else would he be? Well, I might be on the back of the turtle. Or the ankylosaur. Once we get back to base and we set off around the island, I will be on the back of the turtle, because I think these guys can swim, but the turtle is built for it, quite literally. So he's the one that's really going to keep me safe. The one concern I have about taking him around is I'm not worried about Megalodon attacks on Tortimer, but if we were to get attacked by, what was that thing? The Spinosaurus. We saw one of those last week. Those things are terrifying and enormous, and they're very good in the water. A Spinosaur could really, really make for a bad day, even on Tortimer. So I don't know that Tortimer would be able to help me much against that. Hey, you're not going to get stuck this time, are you? No, you look okay. Okay, yeah. You see these wall segments? This is what I was talking about. Each of these sections here, that's 3 sections high. And they go right to this. I screwed up the foundation, so there's a little bit of a gap. It's there to there. So this is basically one wall segment. Each of those, if I were to upgrade to metal, and I will at some point, that's going to cost me 25 ingots each, or 50 pieces of raw metal. So that gives you an idea. And look at how long this wall is. And I have to extend it pretty much all the way around the base. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of metal, which I would never, ever be able to do by hand. I'm going to need the dinosaurs to be able to do that. Alright. You guys sit where you are. Tortimer and I are going to go off. Now, are we going to go north or we're going to go south? We just spent a lot of time in the south. So let's go north. No, 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 no. Don't follow Tristan. God damn it, Tortimer. Tortimer, stop it. Okay, now I need to look up the commands to get him to stop doing that. Okay, now he's following me. That's better. So now we want to go out into the water because he's very slow on land and I don't want to use up all the stamina just running pointlessly. So now let's set off. And hopefully this will make it a little bit easier to get away from predators if we come across them. Like I said, it's really only the Spinosaur that terrifies me at this point. I mean, maybe the Tyrannosaurus. I'm not actually sure how fast they are. I can outrun them on foot to an extent. I mean, the last time I had to outrun one on foot, I'm not talking about the one I did on stream. I mean the first one that I ran into. I outran it on foot, but I outran it because I ran right through a pack of those guys right there. You see one on the left. Him. I came across several of those and I ran through them. And they're bigger than I am, which made for a much more tempting Tyrannosaur meal than I did. And they distracted him and I was able to get away. So I don't know if I would actually be able to just flat out outpace one for any length of time. That's one of the reasons that I've been making stamina one of my traits that I pump up, so that in an emergency I can just get away straight up. Tyrannosaurs are pretty quick, but they're not that quick. They're not like cheetahs. This is actually making pretty good time. I think this is roughly... Oh, he's getting tired. I have to let him rest for a second. There goes the stamina bar up in the upper right. The little lightning bolt. Let's pull up again so we can go. This actually is running fast, or faster than running, like sprinting. So this is pretty good. So this is actually roughly the same path that I took last week. Only I was on foot last week, so it looks a little different. I'm gonna have to go around these rocks somehow. I don't think I want to go around the long way. Actually, I probably do. If I can cross to a whole different island, then I can certainly survive this. Land is literally just a few seconds away. So we're already past the part where we went hunting just a few minutes ago. There's a river up here, and I've explored up the river a little bit. I was actually trying to find more metal deposits because you are supposed to be able to find metal along the rivers, but I didn't go too far because you're also supposed to find Spinosaurs around rivers. They are river-dwelling creatures. Plus, I was getting a bit farther inland than I really wanted to go. So we're not going to take a trip up that way just yet. I don't know how much faster Tortimer would be in a river. It would probably vary a lot depending on how deep the river is. And I'm not confident that you could get me away from the larger predators. So we'll just cut across. This is a peninsula. This is where I have my secondary, the first secondary outpost I built. Which is not nearly as nice as my island one. The one on the peninsula here is literally just 2 pieces of foundation, a bed for fast travel, a storage box, and a campfire and a standing torch. So it's about as bare bones as you can get. But there's a lot of rock and other resources around here, so early on I figured it would be a good place to gather resources, which it actually was. I've made a few trips out here to do stuff along those lines. Now that I've got the dinosaurs, though, it's not as necessary. So let's head back to the water. Can you see? Yeah, behind that parasaur, you can just kind of make out that's my camp. What's that jutting out of the water? I almost think that's a shark, except that it's not moving. It's a little weird. Actually, it looks like the tip of a coral or something. That's cool. Now, I assume that out there in the distance is one of the mountains that you have to climb to find the metal that's actually on the island itself. And I can tell you that's not going to happen anytime soon. I want to get an aerial map before I can do something like that. But that's going to mean getting another saddle, and it's probably going to have to be one of the bigger birds, because I think you can tame the pteranodons and ride those. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to have the carrying capacity to make very good mining assistants. So I'm going to beach for just a moment. Stop dropping me in the water, Tortimer. So, along the right-hand side of the map, you see the little peninsula. That's where we just were. We're just barely to the north of that now. Right around where it's joining to the land. Yeah. So, we're going to continue along the coast up north and then see if we can make it all the way around Ark Island. Which, as I was saying in the Geeks Life chat earlier, I think it was in the Geeks Life chat, I've kind of taken to calling it Stockholm Island because of the taming mechanics in this game. But I want to make it all the way around and get the entire shoreline mapped. So that's what we're going to do. It should be a whole hell of a lot easier now that we can escape to the water and do so with some speed. Also, it'll help a lot that the days are so much longer now. And the nights are pretty much blink and you miss it. You'll notice I've been streaming with, I don't even know what time it is. Just turn on my other computer's monitor. I've been going almost an hour and we have not yet got to nightfall. And getting very cold. That's not good. Need to eat something. The lighting is such I can't really tell what time it is, but yeah, it looks like it's barely over noon. So it looks like the hours are probably in the neighborhood of... Jeez, I'm not even... Let's check the time. It's noon. So it's been almost an hour. And 4 hours have passed in the game. So it's about 15 minutes per hour, roughly, let's say, for the sake of argument. So it's going to be quite a while before we have to worry about it getting dark. It gets dark at about 9 p.m. So that's 9 hours away. So it might start to get dark by the time I wrap up the stream today. Maybe. It could still be daytime. If I go for 2 more hours, that's 8. Yeah, I'm not even sure we're going to make it to nightfall. We might make it to dusk. So what have we got here? We have a brontosaurus, we have a couple of turtles. That looks like some... This Dilophosaurus attacking dodos by the looks of it. And a couple more turtles. I could take out the Dilophosaur, but there's not really a whole lot of point. I have tons of food. I have more food than I can use. A lot of it's actually going to go to waste. Oops. Damn it, Tortimer, I told you, stop dumping me in the water. Okay, this is the area that starts making me a little bit nervous. Because we're now approaching the... Ooh, there's a shark. We're now approaching the area where I saw the Tyrannosaur that one time. In fact, I think we saw him on stream again too, although he wasn't as much of a problem that time. About a little bit north of here is where I've started seeing some of the big birds that you can... Oh, whoa! Oh! What are you? You're an ichthyosaur. That's okay. Yeah, you're both ichthyosaurs. That's alright. Except you're kind of in my way. Okay, let's rise up a little in the water so I'm not freezing to death. Is there a Tyrannosaur around? So it was right around this area. I see a Triceratops. Nothing bigger, huh? Some turtles. I hope that's a parasaur up there. I was up near those rocks that are jutting out into the water there that we saw the Tyrannosaur last time. So I remember when we ran around the island, we kind of slipped past him, because he was busy eating something that was out in the water, which actually, now that I think of it, is not really encouraging. It means that I could be a little less safe than I thought I was. This may not be the best time to realize that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, then there's that. Oh, man, he's faster than I thought he was. Let's take the long way around. Huh. At this point, he's almost starting to seem like a good friend, or like, well, I shouldn't say a good friend, an old friend. Not one I really want to hang out with, though. So let's give him a wide berth. Oh, there's the sharks. I would rather face the sharks than him, though. So let's go out to those rocks, and we'll come around and get back to shore on the other side of them. Looks like the sharks have gone away. Oop. Or not. But you can see his health flashes on the upper right side, he being Tortimer, and they're really not doing much of anything to him. It looks very much like a parasaur just belly flopped into the ocean ahead of us. Now, I'll take a more oblique approach to shore. I really don't want to attract the Tyrannosaur's attention. They do have a pretty large aggro range. Fortunately, they are not really all that tempted by players. They prefer larger prey. Okay, so he's busy. And on the other side of the rocks. So I think we're okay. And the sharks, they've pretty much given up, which is just as well. Now that island out there, I am going to have to check that out at some point. But that's the sort of, you could call it a companion to Herbivore Island. That's Carnivore Island. I have never been to it because it sounds like a terrifying place. Much like Herbivore Island is all herbivores and nothing dangerous to be seen unless you attack it. Carnivore Island is all carnivores, which, you know, ecologically speaking, I'm not sure how that works exactly. What the hell is that? That's a bird? That's one of the guys I want to tame to get me to the mountaintops. What were you doing underwater, buddy? That seems like a spectacularly bad idea. Okay, it looks like we've got raptors ahead. I looked those up. They are not velociraptors. It turns out that those are Utah raptors. Specifically Utahraptor Prime. They are much larger than Velociraptor. Even the Velociraptors that were mistakenly shown in Jurassic Park, actual Velociraptors that you would have found in real life are about the size of large turkeys. Wow, look at this. That's crazy. Those guys are much bigger than people. And oh shit, they took down the Triceratops. Okay, let's not stick around. He's probably pretty badly hurt, and so we could take him out, I'm sure. But, nah, why? I don't need the meat. So let's keep going. Yeah, anyway, Utah Raptor Prime. So they are bigger than the Velociraptors from Jurassic Park and much bigger than the ones from real life. And you can ride them apparently, but I'm not really seeing a whole lot of point to trying to tame one because they can help you harvest raw meat and hides from dead creatures, but you're actually more efficient. Oh yeah, they eat each other. This is a whole ecology, and it's only partially complete. Like, there's a limited number of dinosaurs in this early access version. Yeah, probably bigger than Blue. Blue wasn't all that huge. He was about standard for a Jurassic Park dinosaur. Was it he or a she? It might have been a she. But, what was I saying? Sorry, I'm still getting the hang of this doing several things at once thing. Those are scorpions up ahead. No, I don't like this. This is a big sandbar. Oh! Ooh. Man, that is so tempting. That's a blue item drop. Blue is about the level I'm at now. I could get some good schematics and things out of that. I don't know that I really want to cross over to Carnivore Island, though. Oh, I love that movie. Jurassic World? I mean, I don't universally love everything about it. I do have concerns about it. I don't like the fact that they tried to stay true to the visual look of the original Jurassic Park. They said they wanted to do it that way because they were staying true to the spirit. But my interpretation of the spirit of Jurassic Park was they were trying to show us dinosaurs the way dinosaurs really were. They were specifically trying not to stay beholden to the false images of the past. And so they kind of got away from that. And by kind of, I mean completely got away from that when they decided that the look of Jurassic Park was more important than the look of dinosaurs as we scientifically understand them today. Because they were completely wrong in Jurassic Park. We know that. And so I really wish that they had honored the spirit that way. By continuing, like, if you can say one good thing about Jurassic Park The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, it's that they continued to advance the look of dinosaurs as we understood them scientifically. And that, I thought that was really awesome. I mean, sure, there were character problems and plot problems, and they were just kind of nothing movies. But they weren't terrible movies. They were just, you know, they had lost the wonder of the original. If they had taken that approach to the dinosaurs with Jurassic World, I think it would have been really cool. And of course, there were some character issues with that as well. The characters were very stereotypical, but it was a fun adventure movie. It didn't do anything more than what it promised, but it wasn't pretending to do more than what it promised. And what are you... Really, guy? You sure that's the best place to spend your time? Because I'm kind of thinking maybe it might not be. Yeah, so, anyway, I agree. Jurassic World was awesome in most ways. I still really disagree with the way they portrayed the dinosaurs themselves, but it didn't stop me from enjoying the movie at all. For what it was fantastic. Enough so that as soon as I got home from watching it at the theater, I pre-ordered the special edition 3D Blu-ray, DVD, digital edition combo thing with the statue of T-Rex fighting what's-his-name. And Jurassic World actually made a reason for the dinosaur looks. It's what people wanted. Well, actually, damn it. That's probably the one argument that could get me to go back on it. Did they actually say that was what they did, that they engineered the dinosaurs to look that way? Because I could actually accept that, much as I don't want to. But that would make sense. So yeah, I guess if that's true, I could actually see myself backtracking on that one. Annoying as it is. What's my... Okay, I'm not in too much danger from sharks here. That's what the scientist said. He said if you made it the way they really were, they would look... Oh, I missed that bit of dialogue. Okay, I like the movie even more now. Annoying as it is, that makes it easier to accept their decision to go that way artistically. Because that is actually... That, that, that fits with the world. That works. It's still annoying, but it works. So that kind of eliminates, or partially eliminates, my big complaint with it. As far as the characters being what they were, like, you know, kind of stereotypical archetypes, well, the same is true of Star Wars. They are literally just archetypes with names attached to them and particular actors playing the roles that are iconic. But that doesn't change the fact that they're awesome movies, and it doesn't change the fact that Jurassic World is an awesome movie. So, yeah, it's probably one of my top movies of 2015 so far. I would say it's probably my top movie of 2015 if it weren't for, you know, an actual Star Wars movie coming out later this year. So that was a little bit preordained, but it could still take it if it turns out that The Force Awakens sucks. But at this point, I really don't expect that it will. We'll know for sure once we've actually seen the movie. But I am pretty confident in it. Oh, there's another blue. Is that far away? Wonder if I can safely get there. My equipment's not in too bad shape. Oops, I don't have the torch. Let's get my crossbow loaded. I don't see anything too terrifying. Jurassic World favorite thing until December. Yeah, pretty much. That's not far at all. I think I can make it. Let's get a little bit higher, see if I can see a little better. Yeah, except for that stupid tree. Tortimer, where are you? Probably outpacing him pretty severely. Where did you go, buddy? Are you stuck behind the rocks? How far back did I leave you? Holy crap. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna have to ride him. Trying to avoid that because he's slow, but apparently he's way too slow. Oh, he's probably stuck. Where did you go? Where the hell did you go? Oh, that's him right there. I lost him twice. Right. You can't get lost if I'm riding your saddle. So let's go. Looks like we might have to cross water to get there anyway. I just hope it doesn't disappear before we find it. has a pretty surprising amount of stamina. He has a lot more than Tristan does. Of course, I have been building his stamina up specifically for those long water crossings. Don't disappear. Do not disappear. I'm gonna have to find a way up onto that outcropping there. That might not be good. Alright, you stay here and recover your stamina. Doesn't look like I have to go too far into the woods to get there. Crap, it's dark. Okay, this wasn't bad. Blueprint, medium crop plot, and metal hatchet. Nice. I actually already have both of the engrams for those, but from what I've read, having blueprints means that you can make better quality items even if you already know the engram. So it's kind of like a boost to your construction of it. Now, they can take more materials to create when you use the blueprint, but the bonuses can sometimes be worth it. So I don't know exactly how that works. I'll play with that some off stream, and then if I figure it out... Oh shoot, raptors. Let's get back to the water. I think I just cut off some of my exploration of the shore, but that's probably okay. So I think we've been over... Ooh, purple! Come on, Tortimer. And that one's still descending, so I've got plenty of time. So let's just go straight across to that one and hope there's no Tyrannosaurus sitting on it. Purple's even better than blue. In fact, I'm not even certain that I can open up a blue one, or a purple one, rather. That might be too high a level for me, but we'll see. But I know that's a higher tier of stuff that I can get. Wish I could get up those mountains, but... Nope, there's something on the shore. That may just be a Dilo, though. There's a couple of them there. I think they are. They look like Dilos. I don't think they're big enough to be raptors. If past experience is any indication, they should just ignore me while I'm on Tortimer. They won't attack. Oh shoot, what is... Oh, that's just a parasaur, that's fine. Is there anything else around here? I don't see anything hugely threatening. Let's just take these guys out. Let's collect my ammo. Oops. And actually want you walking on top of him. I need to harvest that body. That's okay. Yeah, and here it is. Perfect timing. Just another dino. No problem. Let's see, am I high enough level for this? Yes. Another one. That's okay. So nothing especially great, but that's alright. Hey Dolphin, you're supposed to stay in the water, man. Hey, what is going on with this game? We've got birds underwater. We've got pteranodons underwater and staying there where they're not supposed to be, and we've got dolphins hanging out above the water. I think... Yeah, there's another purple up there. Yeah, that's another purple. I'm not going for that, though. That looks like it's higher up the mountain. I'm not sure why the mountains are supposed to be so incredibly dangerous, but they are supposed to be so incredibly dangerous. Man, there's purples dropping everywhere right now. And I could even possibly make it to that one. You know, I think I'm going to. That's an easy crossing right straight across the water. And then up onto the cliff there. I think it's worth it, at least worth scouting it out. Fine. I don't think the sharks are actually a real threat this far, but on a trip this short, but... Why give them a false sense of hope? I'll stick closer to land. Oop. Don't want to go that far underwater. There is stuff you can do underwater in this game. There are underwater caves that you can explore to find stuff. And you can even build bases in those. And I've been reading about their plans for the future of this game, and apparently building sealed underwater bases is actually like an actual real plan that they have. So that you can build on this, the ocean floors and whatnot, which sounds pretty awesome to me. They've already added scuba gear in one of the recent updates. I can't build it yet, but you can do it. The tech level in this game goes higher than you might initially think because you're stuck building stone tools and thatch houses and things, but one of the most recent engrams that I got was a fabricator for making electronic components and things. I can't do much with it yet because I've only just reached that tier of tech, but you can do a lot with it. Oh, what? Run aground on a wild ichthyosaurus. I don't see anything terribly frightening here. Hope that stays true. Okay, here we are. Metal pick. That's a good one. Ooh. And a potentially better refining forge. That's definitely good. I like both of those. Alright, back to the water we go. Now I kind of regret having just built a second one, though, for the island base. Oh, wow. Crowded little bay there. Just wait for him to catch up so I can help him through the trees if he needs it. Come on. Come on. No, don't walk right into the tree. Nope, you're not stuck. That's okay. This way. Alright. Oh yeah, that is way up the mountain. I'm not going there. Alright, that detour did cost me some time, so I think... Sorry, Tortimer, but we are cutting straight across even if there are sharks. They're not going to really do anything to you. That's what your shell is for, after all. And then we just carry on. Nope, here they come. Oh, we're more than halfway across anyway. Good luck with that, buddy. Oh, and you're only at level 3. Yeah, look at Tortimer's health there. Barely a scratch. Ugh. Okay, so now that's done. Oops. We're too far out from the water. Alright, let's go. Ugh. Gotta get further out. Now, what have we got over here? Oh, crap. Hi. Give me just a half a second here. All right. I've actually got some Twitter stuff going on, but yeah, It's just my phone being slow on updates. I saw those earlier. Alright, never mind. Yeah, he's got some really large prey to keep him occupied. So hopefully we can just sort of slip past while he's busy. Because that's a little scary. One day I'm going to tame one of those things, but that day is not today. So let's just cruise on past him, and we'll head around. Now, actually it kind of looks like the beach ends, and there's a cliff going off around there. There's a blue drop site right there, but with a Tyrannosaur this close by, I don't think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to let Tortimer rest a bit on the beach and recover his stamina, and then we'll head around the bend. We'll beach ourselves as far from the Tyrannosaur as I can. I think we're well out of his aggro range. Oh, yeah, okay. He's kind of wandering in and out of render range, let alone aggro range. So I think we're alright. Oh, is he out of food? He's out of food, shoot. Can't say I'm too happy about having to scavenge right now. Oh, wait, I might have food. Do I have berries? No. I'm gonna have to find a safer location and get you some food, buddy. No, we're not doing it here. But speaking of food, I need food. A couple pieces of cooked meat will help. There's more sharks. Ah, here's some more land right here anyway. That's not bad. If there's nothing too terribly scary around, then I'll gather some berries. Oh. He can gather some of his own. Okay. I know we're still a little closer to the Tyrannosaur than I might like, but I hadn't realized the blue thing was quite that close, so I might as well go for it. Except, I'm not sure I can get to it from here. Yeah, it kind of pains me, but I think I might just leave that one. I got a couple of purple ones anyway, so that's okay. Let's grab some more berries along the way. How much have we got? Not a huge amount, but it's a lot better than zero. And we can just keep doing this as we go, so that's alright. And now his food is up to full, so we're good. And there's a shark right there, but that's okay. Damn it. Okay, I think we're making progress into undiscovered lands now. So far, we've basically been retracing my steps from last week. Now, it looks like we're getting into areas that I have never been to before. That splashing sound does get old after a little while. Oh, some of these are... okay, they're not sharks. Not all of them anyway, some of them maybe. It's hard to tell the ichthyosaurs from the megalodons. At least when it's just their fins poking above the water. Well, this is a nice looking area. Kind of like this. It's a good little beach. Easy forest access. Lots of bushes for berries. Speaking of, let's grab a few. I don't actually see anything dangerous. Although it can be hard to tell with the woods right there. You never know what's going to come charging out of the woods. But I don't think we'll stick around too long. We'll just use this as a quick supply drop. What have we got? Now we're getting up into a half-decent number of berries. That's good. And then we'll keep them going for a while, at least. They're not all his favorites. They tend to like the mejo berries the best. Most of the herbivores do for some reason, but he's got a few of those as well. So I think we're in decent shape. I don't know. Let's just take a look on the other side of this rock, see if there's anything nearby. No stray carnos or tyrannosaurs lumbering about. Like we'd know if there was a tyrannosaur. Yeah, we're definitely uncovering new areas now. So that's good. I like to see that. Let's head back to the water and be on our way again. Okay, so that arc one was right up at the top of the mountain. What is... oh, seaweed. Fog is making it look extra bright. Thought it was some sort of glowing green crystal or something for a moment. I've only ever seen crystals in caves. I think they grow on the tops of mountains as well. I need to get some at some point soon. I've got several recipes now that require it. You can make binoculars out of them. I think you need them to make the fabricator that I've got the engram for. You need them for water jars as well, which are kind of like these water skins that I've got. But the water skins are leaky and the water jars are not. So I would really love to get a water jar. Oh man, look at that waterfall. I've never seen a waterfall in this game before. Why did it have to be so foggy? Taking a screenshot of that. That will be a Twitter update later. Damn it. Stay off the sandbars. Now, are you sharks or are you dolphin ichthyosaur things? Is this a river? It looks like a river. Look at this guy, he's all white. That's different. I haven't seen one with that coloration before. I think that's the... kind of wish I had a cursor I could point with, but I think that's the beginning of the river that we see almost north central, around latitude 15-ish and 40, 15-ish and 40, latitude, longitude 15, 40, along the top, the north end of the island. Oh, speaking of north end, I have a compass. Yep. The compass used to work a whole lot better than it seems to be working now. Oh well. Early access, what can you do? You are very big. You're also a megalodon. So let's push on. Oh, actually starting to get into definite late-ish afternoon. Keeping in mind that it's been days since I started streaming and that now. What was it, noon about 40 minutes ago? It's now 17:25. Okay, so it is looking like the days are a little longer than I thought they are. Or a little shorter, rather, than I thought they were. And we'll probably get to see nightfall before I stop the stream. But that'll literally last maybe a minute or two at most. And then we'll be back to morning again. Nighttime does have a valid use on multiplayer servers where night can conceal raiding parties and attacks and all that kind of stuff, but since this is a pure solo game, not even like a local host multiplayer thing, it's just solo, pure and simple, it really serves no purpose other than to distinguish one day from the next. So I leave it at, like, blink and you miss it, the night's gone. If there were any point to it, then I would have no problem keeping night, like on a server or something. If there were other people that I might be attacking or might be attacking me, That's fair enough. That would be okay. But night serves no purpose except to make me sit around and do nothing for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, however long it is. And I don't have time for that, especially not if I happen to be streaming. Because I know, Ivory, you were here last week for sure. And like I said earlier, I'm positive that watching me cower for 10 minutes until it got light enough to move again was not the most thrilling viewing experience you'd ever had. Man, some of this underwater detail is really cool. I'm gonna beach here. Tortimer's getting a bit low on stamina. So I'll let him grab some food. Looks like he's eating and stamina's good again. So now we'll go. This generally looks too shallow for sharks. Oh, but that's changing very quickly here. That's alright. Let's stick close to the wall. Oh, speaking of sharks. Oh no, you're a dolphin. Ichthyosaur. Wow, those are tall cliffs. Look at the tiny size of those Triceratops up there. Anything interesting here? I'm not sure what that dinosaur is bobbing around in the water. It's probably another lost pteranodon. Oop. Suppose we can beach on this thing, can we? It's probably too small. Oh, we can. Nice. Just let him rest up a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. There's quite a few of you guys. Hi. Let's move up a little bit more toward her. So then there's that. Whoa. Did not actually mean for Tortimer to attack. Oh, jeez. I'm not really in a position to tame him, actually. I don't have enough raw meat. I can't tame him with berries, and I wouldn't even have enough berries to tame him if he were an herbivore. You need raw meat to feed him, and I left my narcotics at home as well. Because taming, even though I've accelerated it a lot, is still a long process. Like, it would probably take a good 20 minutes or so. At least. Depending on level, it could take more. And that would be no more exciting than the nighttime was. Well, it might be a little more because we'd have the possibility of other sharks coming along and attacking, and I'd have to defend the guy that I'm trying to tame and all that. I would like to tame one eventually because that would make for an even safer water crossing than Tortimer does. But yeah, I'm not set up to do that kind of stuff right now. Oh man, I should have got a screenshot of that. Okay, how's he's still recovering a little bit of health. Stamina's good, food is good. Oh, actually, let's check on the food. Still got all his Mejo berries. Oh, Megalodon tooth. This trophy proves your worth as a hunter. Yes, please. I like that. That's awesome. I wonder what you use those for. Those are... Oh my god. One weight per tooth? That's heavy. That's as heavy as metal. That's ridiculous. I really hope you can use these to make weapons of some sort. I'm just going to wait here, I think. I realize this is just the same problem again, but I want his health up to maximum before we head out again, because there's a hell of a lot of sharks hanging out right here. So what do we got? Let's just take a look at these blueprints I've been gathering. Primitive metal hatchet. Okay. Crop plot. Medium garden plot with the fence to keep out vermin. Another one of those. Refining forge. Little pick. Now, I wonder if the stats on these. It says the metal pick has max durability 50.7 and weapon damage 110.9%. Max durability 40, weapon damage 100%. So yeah, these are improved versions. 42.1 and 113.7. 40 and 100. No, it's hatchet. 42.1, 40. Yeah, okay, so... Huh. Very nice. So if I use those blueprints, it'll probably cost more to make, but they'll be a little bit better. That's pretty good. I like that. That's very nice. I don't know what effect it has on stuff like the forge or the crop plots. Very interesting. I'll have to play with that and find out. How is our health doing, Torty? You're getting there. You're almost done. I can't believe those Megalodon teeth are so heavy. Oh, why do I have a second specimen implant? That's the implant in my wrist that you occasionally see when my character moves his arm up into the visible area. I guess I must have died and harvested my body at some point. And I think, now that I think of it, I did that actually. Relatively recently. Okay, we're almost there. About 30 more points. Oh man. I shouldn't have started that fight. I lost so many arrows doing that. Oh well. I do have 50 trank arrows. They don't do as much damage as regular ones, but they put things to sleep. I'd rather actually not use them as primary ammo, though, unless I'm taming. Alright. Health is good, stamina's good. Let's get moving. It's a lot of sharks, but hopefully there'll be land I can land on again soon. I don't know, that's an odd wall. The more it looks very smooth. I guess it really isn't, but holy crap, that sun is bright. Oop. Hi, guys. What are you? You look like a dead dinosaur. I see you hanging out back there. Go away. That's an interesting formation. Is there a cave there? It's very possible there is. If there is, it's probably underwater. I will check those out one of these days, but not today. I will probably do that more on a server than on a solo game. The game is very playable alone, but there are certain things that are much easier with other people around. Oh, geez, make up your mind. First I'm hot, now I'm cold. Man, this is an awfully large area of cliffs. Look at this. I could use a beach. Tormer's gonna get exhausted pretty soon. That looks like my nearest landfall place. Assuming it's a landfall place, it might not be. I think he's just about out of stamina. Oh, yep, he's exhausted. You can see right up at the top in the right-hand side there. That little icon. It's hard to tell what it is. It confused the hell out of me at first, but that's actually a guy with his hands on his knees bent over from exhaustion. Come on, you can do it. I just hope that's projecting out and not bent in. Please be somewhere I can land. Okay, yes, that looks safe. There we go. Let's check our progress here. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're almost all the way across the north end. That's pretty cool. So far it's looking, if you like beachfront property, the south is your preferred area. The north doesn't seem to be all that great for it. There are a few areas that are pretty nice, but for the most part it's cliffs. Especially the northwest. Now, that looks odd. Is that just... man, hot and cold? This game is turning into a Katy Perry song. Hello. My friends are back. Whoa! Whoa! What the hell? Try going up this one. Oh, geez. You're no shark. Now, mind you, you didn't have much more luck than sharks, but holy crap. So, with temperature, the game's either going to insult you, you're cold, or hit on you, you're hot. Yeah, pretty much. It is kind of an ego boost. I do like the positive reinforcement of it constantly saying I'm hot. But, you know, it does get to be a bit much after a while. So that was a crocodile. That was a real big crocodile. How we doing, Tortimer? Ooh, you're still recovering health. He actually did that pretty quickly. That was worse than the sharks, I think. On the one hand, that's not good. On the other hand, at least it's not a Spinosaur. Spinosaur would be bad news all around. Let's see. I'll take the wood and the thatch. That doesn't actually take any of the... Oh, we've got stone hatchets. Why am I bringing stone tools with me? I needed them on the island because I didn't have metal stuff to repair them with, but that's no longer true, and I don't need them now. Should have left those back at the base. Let's just let him get healed up. Maybe the crocodile will be gone. I'm not going to hold my breath. But he does move very quickly, and he was occupied attacking the other fish. So maybe if I'm real lucky. What time's it? 1932. So that's about 7:30 in the evening. It's actually going to get dark pretty soon. Which means this might not be the best area of the map to be in. The sun's getting very low. And it occurs to me that there's another problem with the crocodile versus shark, and that is that crocodiles can surface. They're not stuck in the water. What the hell? I think that fish was the one attacking me. That's probably a piranha. That would make sense, because it doesn't seem to have done a whole hell of a lot of damage. Alright. Bring it, piranha. Let's go, Torty. Hopefully we can find someplace decent to land. Might be able to get up on one of those rocks if I have to. What the hell are you? You're a bunch of Triceratops. You're not in a very good place to hang out there, guys. No, I'm not going to spend time and effort hunting down that stupid fish, even if it is a piranha that wasted its time attacking me. Let's see if I can get onto one of these rocks here. Oh. Uh-oh. I hope I can climb up on this thing. Come on. Do it. Go. Nope. Shoot. Maybe here. Oh, this looks good. Come on. Up, 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 up. Do it. Yes. That one's just a white one, so it's not even worth worrying about. Okay. Oh. Whatever it was behind me attacking me there was probably more than just a piranha. It may have been sharks, or it might have been the crocodile again. Either way, I think... What time is it now? It's about... See, this is awkward, because... we're not quite to the point where it's going to be night. But it's close enough that I don't really want to go further and find myself with no place I can spot to land. Because that's a pretty good way to get myself killed, even with Tortimer here. If the torch will keep me warm. Yep, it does. What do you know? That's good to know. There's a blue one over there, but good luck getting to it from here. Check out the map. And this whole stretch, ever since that river, it's just pretty much unbroken cliffs. I hope that ends very quickly. I may just have to stick it out and wait till morning to move on, which is unfortunate, but it's also not going to take that long. Got about an hour till night falls, then it'll be about 2 minutes real time, maybe less, for night to finish itself up. Would have used all caps, but you know, yeah, it's understandable. That out there. On the plus side, this will give whatever was attacking plenty of time to move on into bluer waters. Do I have... Oh, shoot. Oh, come to think of it. Oh, these are not harvestable rocks. That's unfortunate. I have nothing I can repair my torch with. I don't know exactly why I need stone to repair a torch, but apparently you do. It's a little weird. But I'm not cold anymore. It's 12 degrees. That's a little on the cool side, but it's not actually cold for most people. For me, that's pretty pleasant. Okay. I really wish I could move on, but I really don't want to get stuck, and it doesn't look like there's anything visible that I can land on if things get bad. Okay, well, the rain makes me feel a little better at least. Maybe we can... Oh, shoot. Oh, wow, what timing. Yeah, like I said, I accelerated the night. I was not kidding when I said accelerated. So it's already 2 in the morning. 3... Alright. The sun will be coming up now. Alright. Let's try that again. Still a bit dark, but we can work with it, I think. I have enough of my torch left that if I need to get a little bit of extra light on my immediate surroundings to find a place to make landfall, I can do that. So that's a lot better than sitting there for oh, shoot. Crap. It's not really putting much of a dent in me, whatever it is. Even if that's the alligator or the crocodile thing. I can take it for a while. Unfortunately, it looks like I just have to hug the wall and hope. Oh, this might be good. Okay, that was just a shark. Oh, he actually did take a chunk out of me. Look at that. It's not bad, though. Definitely survivable. Oh, what the hell? Where did he come from? Yeah, so I mentioned there's scuba gear in the game, right? It's awfully tempting, isn't it? Somebody you know. Somebody from up on high, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, green. Oh, oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Finally, I'm coming to the end of these cliffs. I actually kind of feel like this area, maybe not the best to explore by water. Now I kind of regret having come from round the north. Coming up from the south, maybe. I guess that probably wouldn't have... Oh, what the hell? It's a carnivorous lizard bird. But they're not hostile. Dimorphatron. Or Dimorphatron. Dimorphodon. I'm not seeing the sharks anymore. How's your health, Tortimer? Oof, you're still recovering. Kind of want to move on, but where did he go? Oh, great. Just like real life, birds crapping on your head. Oh, stuck halfway down. It's 549. Might have to bump his health up some more, too. His health is pretty good. 2,000 health is a lot, but still, well, it's a lot for a creature this size anyway. I'm sure brontosauruses are a lot hardier than that, and the T-Rexes and all. But still, it's disturbing that sharks can take him down that much that fast. I mean, I know a lot of it is just the area that I'm in, sort of hanging out in this cliff space where it's so hard to find anywhere to put up when you start getting hit. You know, I'm kind of taking a big risk, and I'm being very lucky with finding these footholds when I can get them. But it's still a little nerve-wracking. That's why I'm so glad to see actual beach. And that's still a fair ways away, it looks like. But at least it's visible. At least I know the end is in sight. Nope, I don't want to craft. I want to see Tortimer. Alright, he's getting there. Just a couple hundred more. Hopefully the sharks will have moved on. I haven't seen them for a while. I get the impression this area would be a hell of a lot easier to explore on foot. I wish I knew the relative size of the islands here. I mean, look at all this area. It's taken me hours to get this far. On water, the faster way. Not even like last time when I was on foot the whole time. And I still haven't even covered the shore, let alone inland. So I would love to know the relative size of it compared to other games that I play, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto 5 seems enormous. You can drive around the entire state of San Andreas in 15 minutes in a sports car, but it'd be a lot of fun to know the relative, like, compared, like, walking speed in both games, for example. How big one is compared to the other. I've been reading up on some of the plans the developers have for this game as well, for things like features are going to be adding. I talked a little bit before about how they're planning to add underwater bases, like sealed with oxygen and all that kind of stuff that you can construct and do. Well, I imagine you can do bubble domes. I don't know for sure that's what they'll be doing. It may just be straight up construction underwater that's more angular or whatever, but you know, there'll be some form of underwater sealed bases you can build, which sounds amazing. But they're also talking about things like gas-powered vehicles, which sounds like fun. I'm hoping they'll include a way to do road work and things like that, build paths and paved roads to get around more easily. How are we doing? Okay, he's almost healed up. Hopefully there's at least one more rest stop between here and the beach. Because I have a feeling we're not done with the sharks. Hopefully we're done with the crocodiles. He was not nice. I'd completely forgotten there were crocodiles in this game. I see them so rarely. I thought it was pretty much just sharks and Spinosaurus that I had to deal with. 1984 to 2039. We're almost there. Come on. 90. Gonna have to forage for food again soon too. He's eaten most of the red and yellow berries. He's only got the purple and blue left. He's not gonna eat the stem berries or the narco berries. Those aren't really food. Those are more for drug creation, narcotics and stimulants. Okay, just another few seconds and we're ready to go. And we're off. Oh. Hello. Oh, what are you? You are dolphin one. You're not a shark. You are fine. Come on. Give me a break. I was just about to say I don't see anywhere to put myself up on land. Is there anything in here, maybe? I don't think so. Oh. Good luck. Is Tortimer wearing glasses? Yes, in fact, he is. I can show you. I've got the Dino Glasses skin on his saddle. Because if you're going to give a turtle the name Tortimer, you have to give him glasses. That's just a... that's not even a negotiating point. It's a must-have. You can't do without it. What a jerk, and he's just sitting there. Alright, now how much damage did he do? He needs a top hat as well, yeah. Yeah, top hat would be good. Now, do I want to take the time and kill this thing? Because there's just going to be more of them. On the other hand, how do I get down if I... Ugh. Yeah, see, there's another one out there. They're going to go all TF2. I've actually barely played TF2. I have it, but I think I played it once. I know you can get skins and items and stuff like that, but I don't really know all that much about it. Let's try not to fall off. Maybe instead of dismounting and attacking, I might just get Tortimer here. To go head first. Oh, is he going away? Are you swimming away? It'd be awfully nice if he just went away. Don't pretend to be going away. I see you there. Hats are the main thing. That would be awesome. I like the glasses, though. The glasses are pretty cool. Now, did he actually go away? Or did he just try and trick me into thinking he'd gone away? Oh, see, I can show you. If you keep your head still toward him. I'll just keep the camera still and he'll turn. Tortimer, trying to show off your glasses. God damn it, Tortimer. Apparently he's camera shy. He's such an uncooperative beast. Alright, he's almost healed up again. That's not too bad. How far away are those beaches? I think they might be close enough that I can make it if I go. Not. It's so hard to tell, though, at a distance if I can make it up onto the rocks to get away from anything that comes after me. How are we looking? Okay, we're just about healed up. Just wait till it's fully done. Just another few seconds. What's 5:23 in the real world? That's not too bad. So I'll go for probably another 40 minutes or so. Maybe 45, 50. Okay, now stay away, sharks. Had enough of you. Really? Jesus. Oh, crap, and there's another one right there. Alright, screw it. We're going for land. I mean, it's really no different than making it to the island from home. They're just gonna peck away and peck away. They give it up, or... Oh, this is good. This is a little shelf. Oh, we made it. We're safe. And we can get more food now, too. Oh. I have never been so glad to see a beach in my life. Yep, game's hitting on me. Okay, next time I want to go to those cliffs, remind me to do it on land. No more sea adventures around those cliffs. Holy crap, that was really, really frustrating. It's like a billboard you saw. What was that advertising? Better fix the AC. That's cool. I like that one. Okay. We don't have anything terrible like Tyrannosaurs around, do we? Uh, this is actually another pretty nice beach-like area around here. So let's take a swim along here and see what's what. There's the big mountain top out that way. I think that one there is the big beacon pylon structure thing that I was trying to reach last time. Where I did my suicide swim and got eaten. But I was coming at it from the other direction. There's a couple of turtles there. There's a bunch of turtles. There's a Dilo. That's the dolphins. I think you're all dolphins. I don't think there's any sharks. For once. Thankfully. You guys had better not beat yourselves, though. You're in trouble if you do. I think there used to be a problem where sharks and dolphins could beach themselves and end up dying. What we got over here? More dolphins. This is a really nice area. Except for the huge numbers of ichthyosaurs beaching themselves. Looks like they can get themselves corrected, though, which is good. Good for them. I don't know, what are you? Oops. Don't really want to submerge. Grammar fail. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Everybody messes that one up. And at least you got it. A lot of people don't. Is this another river here? Let's get over to the shore and find out. Kinda looks like it might be. Not only is that a river, that actually looks like this might be an island. Oops. Didn't want to do that. I want to put the book away. Why the map is a book, I will never know. That still kind of annoys me. That you open up this old school book for your map, even though you've got this high-tech. Look at this, when I put up my inventory. It's... yeah. Oh, maybe I have to be dismounted. Yeah. See, I've got this nice integrated wrist implant that gives me my inventory control, but I'm stuck with an old school map as a book. Why can't I have like a GPS system? A real proper map. And I've got a pteranodon stuck inside a rock. And the Dilo's pretty fascinated by that one too. Okay. Weird. Weird. Oh, I'm just so happy to be away from those cliffs. Let's cut across these little sand bars. Get to the main water on the other side. Yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about sharks around here. It's too shallow. Out here, there could be some. That's okay. Oh, crap. Are those more cliffs? No, it doesn't look like it's a huge section of them, at least. Not like that last. It looks like it's basically just one thing, and then you're rounded back into beach territory again. Yeah, that's just like an out-jutting cliff, not a giant, life-threatening map section that's gonna cause huge headaches. Alright. We've got some seeds as well as the berries. But we're doing good for food, so that's okay. Refill the water. Alright, we're getting there. Got a quarter of the map to go. And it's all unexplored between here and there. So it's basically the area around that big giant floating thing. There's a lot of people in the forums that are talking about how they'd like to build sky bases and stuff as well. That could be a lot of fun, especially since those arc pylon things already provide kind of, like, since they float, they do provide a bit of a precedent for it. Technology that allows you to build in the sky would be kind of cool. I think I'm more interested in the underwater stuff myself, just because it gives you such, like, if they're really going to be expanding the underwater terrain and all that, it would be really cool to have that kind of portal into the undersea world. Be like living in an inverted aquarium, which would be pretty nice. I'm getting low on stamina. Better let him rest for just a moment. Really lucking out this time with the carnivores. I'm not seeing much of any big ones. It's a trike over there, but I don't see any. I haven't seen a Rex in a long time. Or now I'm getting into the habit. A Tyrannosaur, sorry. I haven't seen any Carnos, like the Carnosaurus. Oh, it looks like that the cliff actually has beach along the base of it. That's handy. Oh, another waterfall. Just get a quick screenshot before I lose it. That's cool. I like that. Oh, shoot. Let's just mind our own business. I think I'd rather tangle with the sharks out there than with the crocodile over there. Maybe if we're quick and quiet, and nope, here he comes. Now, sadly, he can follow us onto land, but let's run for it. He's following. No, their glasses don't actually do anything. They're just cosmetic. It is funny to think about them actually being real, though. Go away, come on. Maybe we can lose him here. Oop. Come on. Shoot, go away, jerk. Crocodiles are the freaking worst. They can follow you anywhere. I mean, at least he's barely touching my health, but still, come on. What a jerk. Go away. Might actually have to hop off and fight this thing. Oops. That was not the button I wanted. Alright. You be your tanky self. He's not looking in good shape. Excellent. Take that, jerk. Ooh. Let's see if I can... Can I get up there? I need my arrow back. I don't have a whole lot of them. There. Oop. Okay. That was surprisingly easy to take out. Alright. How much food does Tortimer have? I'm not going to worry about foraging right now. Noted for future reference, Sarcos are evil. Yeah, pretty much had to shoot her there. That was not good. Now, what are you guys? You are piranhas. You're jerks too. Mega piranha. Think that's fun, do you? Let's see how you like it. Now, where'd the other ones go? I think they took off. I don't blame them. How's the experience doing? No, neither of us are gonna level for a while. Ugh. There's a green drop area over there. I don't think I want to go after it though. Tortimer needs to recover a bit. Oh no. I ran into a problem earlier where I couldn't repair my torch. Wait, what made that sound? Was that the other turtle, or was that Tortimer himself, maybe? Get a bit of rock here. Not a huge amount, but enough that I can do some basic crafting and repairs if I need to. That'll probably do it. Sorry, but you're playing a game with dinosaurs. I have to make Jurassic Park references. Well, Jurassic Park was one of the big influences on this game. The developers explicitly said so I think that's forgivable. And it wasn't the only inspiration for it. There was a lot of other dinosaur stuff that inspired them as well, but definitely a big one. In fact, last week I was talking about how all of the creatures and dinosaurs in the game are fictional. The Dilophosaurus, the ones that spit at the poison at you, they were explicitly inspired by Jurassic Park, and there's a shark down there. I see you. Don't you think that I don't? They were explicitly inspired by Jurassic Park. They are the Dilophosaurus that attacked and killed Dennis and Nedry. Yeah, it is definitely an icon. Alright. It's cold and raining. Do I have enough? Let's see. I've organized my engrams a bit better now. Oh, silly me. I did not include campfire in my tools. Now, I can't make one. What do I need? I need 3 more stone. Well, that's pretty easy. Let's run for the stone, Torty. That doesn't sound like Tortimer. It also doesn't sound terribly threatening, so that's okay. Alright. Campfire craft. Do I have wood to burn? Yeah, a little bit of wood. Not a huge amount. I have enough, though. That's alright. Let's set that up. And while I'm here, I might as well cook that, I guess. Get a bit more fuel. Come on. Tortimer, don't stand on the fire. That's not good for your health. He does have glasses. You'd think he'd be able to see. Okay, well, it's not raining, so that probably takes care of the heat problem, but even so, I'll just finish cooking all that raw meat. You can totally hear John Williams playing in the background. Yeah, they've definitely got music in this game that is inspired by John Williams. They don't use his actual soundtrack, but the influence is clear. In fact, let me see if I can maybe turn the music up a bit. Oh, I forgot. You have to save and apply, or save or apply. Now, it does look like it's very close. Tortimer, damn it! You just ran over the fire again. Hey Funboy, welcome to the channel. What dinos do I have? I just have Tortimer here, my turtle, with me. But back at my main base, I've got an Ankylosaurus and another one on another island. And I've got a Triceratops and... what I have? Turtle, Ankylosaurus, Triceratops. That's about it. I've just got the 3. Well, 4 actually. I've got 2 Ankylosaurs. One of them is on Herbivore Island, and the other is on my base on the southeastern peninsula there. Not far from Herbivore Island. I'm just trying to map out the coast here. Ooh, wow, it's getting close to 6 o'clock. I'm gonna have to wrap up soon, but I'll try to... am I going to be able to get home again? That's actually a very good question. This takes a lot longer than you tend to think it would. I'm gonna have to do what I can to see if I can get home, or at least to familiar territory again, before I wrap up the stream, because I want to finish doing this on stream. So maybe I'll go until 6:30 or so, another 40 minutes maybe. That's bumping up against dinner time, but am I going to get a monkey? There are no monkeys in the game, fun boy. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, that tops up my food supply a bit better. I'll take the charcoal as well. I think Ivory, there's no music, not because the music isn't up high enough, it's just because there's none playing at the moment. I don't think it's a constant background thing in this game. Like, it sort of comes and goes. There's a new dino that is a monkey. Are you talking about the Australopithecine? There's a Gigantopith. What's it called? Gigantopithecus. They are not monkeys or apes, actually. They are much more closely related to humans than to either monkeys or apes. Or monkeys or other apes. But yeah, I think I know what you mean now. I've seen them around. They are a real pain in the ass to tame, and no, I'm not really looking to get one yet. Might look at that in the future. But I'd probably be more inclined to do that on a server rather than my solo game. Not the Bigfoot, really. There's another new one? I did not know there was another new one. That's pretty cool. When did that get added? It must have been the last day or two. which is actually pretty easy to believe. They add stuff really quickly. I did not know they'd added another one. That's really awesome, actually. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay, let's put that out. Grab that back again. And I can't pick the campfire back up again. I might as well just leave it. So what can you tell me about this new monkey thing? Like, how big is it? What does it do? What's it useful for? And is it as difficult to tame as the Gigantobith is? Because those things were a pain in the ass from what I've seen. Like, they're really hard to tame. I mean, not like super, super difficult, but they're harder than most things anyway. More complicated. But you've definitely got me intrigued. I want to know more. So I know they're planning on adding a ton. I should go the other way. Let's go, Tortimer. Around this way. Looks like an easier passage. We want to make good time. Some taming can unlock doors? Are you serious? Wow, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Now, does that still work if you have a pin code on your doors? Or is it just if you leave the door on, like, a normal locked door? Because that's an interesting way to get single-player games. Like this one is pure solo. There's no server here. So I've never used a pin code on any of my doors, but now if there's a creature that can actually open them, that would be a good way to get me to use a pin code. Yeah, Ivory, this is a really good game. I highly recommend it. Like, this is only make sure that your computer can run it, because last week Dave Peterson, our editor-in-chief, he was impressed watching me play as well, and he bought the game, and unfortunately he then discovered that he can't run it very well. And when I say very well, he was telling me that even with the options all turned down, he still gets maybe 1 frame a second. They unlock other tribes' doors. Oh, interesting. That's really cool, Fun Boy. I kind of love that. That's so that it's got multiplayer utility as well. That's really awesome. I definitely need to look those up after the stream, read about them some more. Do you know if they've added anything else recently? I mean, I know they've added some building stuff. They added roofs, like proper roofs, and like angled walls to take advantage of that, so that when you put roofs on, you don't have gaps in your walls that look just ugly. This is just a white one, but it's landing almost literally in my lap, so I think I'm obligated to open it. Let's see what's in this thing. It's gonna be crap. Oh wait. Oh, that's just you. Okay, that's fine. Thatch door, thatch roof, door frame, thatch foundation, and walls. I actually don't want any of that crap. But that's cool that it's there. Only know about the monkey. Okay. That's awesome, though. That's really great to hear about. So now I definitely have to look that up. Because I know they're planning on adding a lot more creatures. I think they have, like... I'm not sure how many are in the game now. It seems like maybe 20 to 30, but there were plans to have 70 or more by the time the game launches fully, which sounds really, really cool. And I can't wait to see what they do to bring more. Wow, that shark is not having a fun day. Oh, I've got some water. Good. Sorry. I'm not used to streaming for long periods of time. I've been going for... Actually, it hasn't been that long today. It's only been 3 hours, but my voice is already taking a bit of a dive on me. 8 gigs of RAM, 2 gigabyte GeForce GTX 750, sadly not Ti, and if you're gonna have trouble with anything, it'll be your processor, but the graphics card will help a lot. I think that's where Dave had his problems, because he's really got, I don't know if he's here watching, if he can hear, but maybe he can chime in on the Geeks Life chat or something, but I know he doesn't have a dedicated graphics card at all. He's got just basically onboard graphics, and it's not a machine that's built for gaming, so that's why he had so much trouble with it. The i3, that gives me pause, especially since you're thinking about streaming in the future, but just for running the game, since you do have a dedicated graphics card, you're probably okay. You'll definitely be in better shape than Dave is anyway. He's probably going to have to look at getting some upgrades if he wants to run it properly. 1 frame a second is not fun. He said it was good up until he actually got in the game, and then it just slowed to a crawl. Now, this is, of course, it's an early access game, so it's not finished, it's not optimized at all. So that contributes a lot as well, and it will get better as the game progresses through the development cycle. High clock speed added with hyper-threading should equal out to an early i5. Okay. I do have one friend who has some trouble with her i5 running certain games at decent speeds, but she's a streamer and she has that trouble when she's streaming. So I don't know if that's going to have, I would have to ask her actually if she has the same difficulties when she's playing without the stream software running, because OBS and other such pieces of software, I know that they are pretty hard on the CPU. I ran into a lot of trouble there myself. I used to run like streaming tests last year where I was running, it was an AMD A10 processor, which is higher end for AMD in that line, but I could not game and... Oh shoot, whoa, what the hell? Okay, screenshot of that. Why is he not attacking me? Free to play for today. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, it is free to play today. So if you want to give it a try, you can see, like, get a kind of a preview for how well it's going to run in your system. That's actually a really good idea. Thank you for bringing that up, Funboy. That could be very helpful. So you won't be able to play for very long, unfortunately, but you'll be able to see if it's worth buying, or if you might want to wait until you've got some more hardware in your system. Yeah, but like I was saying last year when I was stream testing with an AMD processor, I know AMD has better processors than the A10 for gaming, but I was not capable of running things like Alien Isolation. I could play beautifully as long as I was not trying to stream it at the same time. As soon as I tried to kick it onto the stream, it would cause a lot of trouble. If I start trying to download it now, that's going to bring my internet speed to a halt. Yeah, yeah, probably. But I won't be on stream for too much longer, so if the stream here is what's keeping you, I've only got about half an hour left, maybe 20 minutes even. I'm just sort of trying to power my way through. Oh, that's a rock, okay. Speaking of... actually, he's not doing too bad on stamina. How are we doing for map completion? Oh, that's a really nice peninsula. That's probably a good place for a secondary base. to think about that in the future. For now, I really want to connect the lines on this map so that I can wrap up. I'm starting to get really hungry, and my voice is actually, my throat is getting really scratchy. So that's a pretty big sign that maybe I need to wrap up soon. I also need to learn to learn not to grab a drink when I'm awkwardly placed. Wow, now that's quite a division between dry sand and wet. Ouch. Also, when you're drinking, make sure the water goes down the right pipe. Wow. Sorry. Good for your throat in some ways, but not when it goes down the windpipe. If you need to stop, just stop. Nobody's going to hate you. Yeah, I would rather complete the task, though. I mean, that was... that was the whole point of today's stream, is to get the map connected up around the edge. And this is a game that I actively play offline. So if I don't do it now, it's not going to be recorded, because I will end up playing tonight or tomorrow or something like that, and so I'll kind of miss it. I really want to get it connected, especially since it's so close. And now that we're past that horrible, horrible area of just sheer cliff faces that were impossible and terrifying with all the sharks and the alligators, I should be able to do it if I go quickly. And Tortimer has the stamina, I think, to make that possible. I'll just have to, like here for instance, I'm just going to cut straight across. Actually, we are literally right here. I know I just said if I go I can make it, but I just have to take a quick look. Are you following? Yeah, you're following. That's fine. So, since I've been wanting to make my way to one of these things... Okay. And you can access it by land. There's a bridge there. I think this is one of the boss summoning areas. So that's pretty cool. Alright. That was all I wanted to see here. I don't actually need to go and visit it and do stuff, so I don't think I have any of the summoning materials anyway. But now... Go Tortimer, go, yeah. Yeah. He actually gets some pretty good speed. A lot more than I would have expected for a turtle. And thankfully, our luck with the land carnivores is still... I mean, knock on wood, but we're still doing pretty well. Not so much for the sea carnivores, but we're doing alright on land. Oh, I just used up half his stamina running. Let's let him rest for a second. Get a snack. Alright, and we're off. I won't bother mapping out the contours of the land. I'll just trust the map to get that done. Looks like it's fine. And I can fill that in with land exploration as I go anyway. I'll probably do a lot more of that stuff. The map seems to be consistent, like anything that I explore solo appears in my multiplayer map and vice versa. Just make sure the shape isn't similar to Island Nublar. Yeah, no kidding. Although that might be preferable. There was only one T-Rex on the Jurassic Park island. There's a lot more big carnivores around here than there were on that one. So how's the stamina holding up? He's still got a bit. Looks like almost a third. Maybe a quarter. And it's a green. I don't know if green is really worth stopping for. Just stop for stamina. Head back out again. There we go, there's the music. A little bit of it. It's not so much the Jurassic Park sounding stuff. I think the leveling music is probably the closest to that I've heard. Oh, that's blue, not green. Now, I can pass up one. Oh, is this a metal-bearing rock? Actually, it's probably terrain, not even mineable. There's plenty of metal on the island anyway. I don't really need to get it out here. So then it'll just weigh me down. And after all the experiences we've had with sharks, I'm not anxious to be weighed down. Stamina's about half. That looks like it could be an awkward area of cliffs again. Hopefully not nearly as long and extensive as the last one. Something much worse and smarter until Megalodon. Yeah, well, I was thinking more of the Jurassic Park era rather than Jurassic World, but yes, your point is well taken. Let's see. Let's check the map. Okay. Oh, that was a little island. That's interesting. And we're almost there. Looks like just a tiny bit further. And I'll have connected all of the coast, which is perfect. Thankfully, the terrain has been a little more cooperative lately. And there's plenty of rocks here, so I can cut across. No problem. If I need a quick escape. What's that land off in the distance? That must be stuff I've mapped before. Does not look like Herbivore Island. It's probably part of the mainland. Okay, back to the beach. That's good. I like beaches. They're much safer from sharks. Now, was that thing at the end of Jurassic World actually a Megalodon? I thought it was something bigger, because the Megalodons here are a hell of a lot smaller. That looks like another metal-bearing stone. I really want to test them. Find out if that is real. Nope. It's like I thought. That's just terrain. Just as well. Let's go around. There we go, almost. Mosasaurus, right. Oh god, I wonder if they're going to add Mosasaurus to the game. That's a terrifying thought. I wouldn't put it past them. That's a horrible idea. Yeah, I know. Mosasaurus, the Kraken, nothing too dangerous. Just a tiny little bit further, and mission accomplished. And then it won't matter so much if I have to make my way home off stream. It'll be fine. Awesome isn't an... You... What? You think Indominus Rex is a good idea? I would rather have the Mosasaurus, frankly. At least you can stay away from him. Ooh, another green. Oh, it's just on its way down. I think I might cut across the water and go for that one. This is not such a long crossing that I'm going to have trouble with it. I can already see there's a turtle on the shore there. So even if sharks come at me, I should be able to get there before they do any serious damage. Kind of like in Spore with the huge monsters, just avoid them. Yeah, pretty much. Stay out of the deep water. There's nothing Mosasaurus can do to you. But what are you supposed to do about Indominus Rex? Stay away from the land? I mean, maybe after you've got sea bases, but still. Alrighty. I'm getting very, very overconfident. This is a little disturbing. I mean, I'm hopping up on land and rushing the beach without actually checking to make sure there's nothing like a, T-Rex hanging around or a Spinosaur. Or any of the smaller ones, like a Carnosaur, would be pretty bad. Carnotaurus. How's the map? Ah, okay. Yay. Mission accomplished. Looks like I've got the whole coast now. Not, including all the rivers and that kind of thing, but for all intents and purposes. Bigger guns, yes. They actually do have guns. I'm at a point now where I could build rifles and pistols and stuff like that. I don't think I actually have the engrams for them, but they are available to me if I want to spend the points on them. What have we got here? Large storage boxes. Those are actually good. Oh, nice. I built a cooking pot at one point, but I took it down because I'd placed it poorly. Now I can have it back. I'm going to take all. That's pretty good. That was not a bad one for a green. What the hell is that? Is that a dead shark? That looks like a dead shark. Scary looking. Yeah, the supply crates all look like that. It's kind of interesting. For certain definitions of interesting. Okay, guys, it's about 6:15, which is a little longer than I usually go. So, now that I've accomplished my mission, and I'm in a relatively secure-looking area with nothing more dangerous than a Dilophosaurus around, I think this is probably a good place to call it. So thank you very much for sticking around, and thank you, Fun Guy, for the information. Sorry, did I get your name right? I probably didn't. That's terrible of me. Fun Boy, not Fun Guy. Thank you for the information about the monkey. I'm definitely going to look that up right now as soon as I'm offline, because that sounds amazing. And be sure to check out Geek's Life and the rest of the channels that we have up and the shows that we do. We're going to have a really cool... I'm not sure if it's going to be this week or the week after, but we've got a Star Wars week coming up, because there is a big Star Wars event happening next week on YouTube, where They're going to be doing some toy unboxings and things like that, and it's a big multinational, like international event where they'll be streaming on YouTube for about 18 hours from cities all across the world. And I have been invited to the Toronto event. So I will be there and I'll have some reports to write up after the fact, and I'll share some pictures and stuff like that from the event if I can. I'm not sure all exactly what's going on, but it sounds like a real blast. Obviously, this is to promote The Force Awakens, and I'm sure they'll probably have some additional stuff. It's about that time of the year where we're close enough to the launch of Star Wars, the new anthology movie next year in 2017, where there might start having some reveals of information about that. They've already had cast photos, so there may be some Rogue One stuff as well. So we'll know more about that, though. I know the Entertainment Geeks guys are going to have some stuff on their show coming up, either this week or next week coming. And so I'll have some stuff to add to that as well, based on my experience when I do this. I'll be at the show on Thursday, so that should be a lot of fun. And so, yeah, there's a lot of big stuff coming up in the Star Wars world. So I'll tell you about that next time I'm on, which will be, well, I guess next time I'm on will actually be tomorrow. I won't know a whole lot more then, but next weekend. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be playing yet. KOTOR? This is more toys than video games. I don't know that there'll be a whole lot about Knights of the Old Republic. But we'll see. I don't know exactly what they're going to be covering. I think it is mostly a toy unboxing thing. Dark Force is the original one. I'm not sure what you mean, Ivory. Dark Forces was the Jedi Knight series, or the beginning of the Jedi Knight series. It became the Jedi Knight series. KOTOR was Knights of the Old Republic, the standalone BioWare RPG. I'm not talking about Star Wars The Old Republic, which was the MMO version. I mean, this is like, actual unboxings of physical Star Wars toys, is my understanding. But I'm sure I'll learn more during the week, and we'll be talking about it on the various channels and shows that we've got on Geeks Life. So be sure to check all of that out. Stay tuned if you want to know a lot more. And yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know exactly, like I said, what I'll be playing. If my streamer friends want to play some more Ark, we may do that. But if it's just going to be me streaming to this time, then again, I will probably go back and get some more Batman in. So for now, I'm going to go look up monkeys in Ark, and I'm going to get some more water, and I'm going to get some food in me. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you for stopping in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oops, that's not what I want. Sorry, I don't even know my own